Oh, all right. Doors are open. I have a live feed. Kevin, happy hump day. On this wind down Wednesday. First one in the door gets the best virtual seats in the house. Oh, there's Amy. She's back. Hey there. I literally got in with 5 minutes to spare from my session, threw my laundry in, and I was setting up everything, and I just briefly skimmed through your message on my phone, so that's why I just gave a quick heart reply. I just didn't have, I was trying to get all this set up. So you're back to work, right? And you said you were feeling much better, and you were thanking me for the music, which you're always welcome. So, I mean, I read it, but I just read it like Evelyn Wood speed reading. I went really quick, so yeah, I just wanted to let you know that, acknowledge that at least I saw it, and I'm glad you're feeling better. That's the most important thing. Oh, we're just here to serve one another in any way you can. Thank you, just to thank you for all the music while I was sick. Well, you're welcome. Every form of, as my client earlier and I were talking, she's a respiratory therapist, so every form of healing has its place. So if music helps, then I'm glad. Yeah, I had a busy morning. I went out and got my power walk in. You can see my tan lines. My workout shirts are also of this, but they're a moisture wicking material, and they're also a little thinner. So when I put these cotton ones on in the evening, you can see all the tan lines. So got my power walk done. Then I was going to go to the gym, which I did, but right before my power walk, I had one of my regulars, my respiratory therapist. She had a 911. Is there any way you have any openings today? And I wasn't going to go in today. I didn't have anybody scheduled. But it's like, yeah, let's just make it later in the afternoon. So I got the power walk in. I headed to the gym from there. And I got home in time to have a light lunch and relax for a couple hours and get caught up on podcasts and stuff. And then ran up there and saw her to get her hip and shoulders released a bit, and got home just in time to throw in laundry and fire up everything. So here we are. This room gets warm during the day, so I had enough time to turn the air down a bit and get that ceiling fan kicked up on high. So it takes a few minutes to cool this place down, but I'm starting to feel better about it. So I'm glad you're better. That is good news. I only get sick maybe every 3 or 4 years. and it's no fun. So I know how debilitating it can be, especially for you. I know. So so glad you're back among us. Not completely, but much better. I'm glad. Good. We'll take it. Never had such a long-lasting virus. Wow, that's terrible. Thousands of milligrams of vitamin C. That's my recipe. First thing in the morning, and after I got my power walk and gym thing, I had another 1,000 milligrams after lunch just to keep my levels up. That is like a miracle drug for me. And then I take some in the evening or before I go to bed. Vitamin C works really, really well with me for some reason. I'm sure you've got your own recipe for that. Let's get another minute. Yeah, I have had my practice. It can go long periods and all of a sudden it'll ebb and flow. I'll get a bunch of requests for hot stone therapy, and then things will just cool off for a while. Then I'll get a bunch of requests for Reiki energy work. Then things will kind of be steady state. And in this last 2 weeks, I've had so many clients with structural issues, shoulder encapsulitis, and like frozen shoulder and hip issues and stuff. So fortunately, I've taken quite a number of continuing education with some pretty awesome techniques and modalities to help work with that fascia, the muscle, and the nervous system and open up all those segments. So any good therapist will tell you it's really not us. It's the person's tissues that are responding to the techniques we're applying. So, and I certainly believe that. So we've been having some good results lately. So I've had a kind of a rush on those the last couple of weeks, which is great. It's not stuff I do all the time, but sometimes people just need that. So I'm grateful to serve. And then to be here for you fine folks, as Leonardo DiCaprio said in Titanic, he goes, yesterday I was sleeping under a bridge. Today I'm having dinner with you fine folks. I love that. He goes, I got air in my lungs, and he goes, so here's to making it count, each day count. I like that dinner scene, that's awesome. Then the men get up to leave, and Kate Winslet's character says, now the men are going to go off, thank us for the pleasure of their company, and they're going to go off with their cigars and brandy, after talking about being masters of the universe. And she goes, don't you want to stay? He goes, nope, time for me to go row with the other slaves. And then that's where he gives her that piece of paper that says, meet me at the staircase at like 10 p.m. And he goes, you want to go at a real party? And then they went down in the steerage, and that's where all the Irish people were doing the dancing and drinking beer, having fun. Anyway, I like that dinner scene because they expected him to show up and be completely overshadowed by all their snootiness and wealth. And it didn't affect, he checkmated him at every turn, but I love that. He goes, now I'm having dinner with you fine folks on the grandest ship. So that was my thing. Here to serve my clients, and now I'm here to serve you fine folks with some music. Oh. He says, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, taking an immune supplement. Oh good. Boy, my eyes. An immune supplement with vitamin E and zinc. Zinc, excellent for immune boosters. And mushrooms, good. Whoever gave you that, I'm not a doctor, but immune supplementation. Vitamin D is great. We don't produce it. We can only get it through food and then the sun. So if you're not in Arizona and are laid up and not able to get outside, vitamin D supplementation is excellent. And zinc is an immune system booster too. So is silver. My former sister-in-law was an RN and worked with geriatric patients, and my nieces, when they were growing up, she gave them silver drops under their tongues every single day. And she said that is an immune system booster. I'm huge on vitamin C. It is great. Maybe it's because I was born here in the Southwest and with all the citrus and stuff like that, but my body really responds to vitamin C. If I start getting like the sniffles, I'll pound back like a couple thousand milligrams, and within an hour or so, that stuff is just beaten down. I mean, it really works. There's Gene. Welcome. The McCormick clan is now in the house. Chiropractor told me that years ago. Yep. I agree. So I'm glad you're doing what your body needs for keeping the immune system boosted up, and we only heal when we rest. And that doesn't necessarily mean sleep. Sometimes I wake up and I can't get back to sleep, and I'm tired. I got 3 more hours. And even if I just kind of lay there and stuff, it's good. But good quality sleep is imperative to healing. That's when our body heals, is when we're sleeping. So rest, 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 and all the stuff you're taking to help your body heal. And then tonight, some music, which I need to get to. Looked at the fine print, and there's vitamin C in this supplement. All right, good. Yeah, I would say depends on your system, but you can do at least 500 milligrams at a time. And if you're already deficient, 1,000 milligram caplet will not hurt you. You can't overdose on anything, but it's a good thing to boost up, have vitamin C, in my opinion. You'll notice a difference. At least I do. My body really, it always has. All right, my tribe. Let's get some music going. Thanks for being here on this, Kevin calls it Hump Day, Wind Down Wednesday. Got my power walk in earlier so you can see my tan. It was an hour, but it was 98 degrees out there. It was great. And I hit the gym and then came home and rested for a while and got my client session out of the way. And then ready for you tonight. I've got a new set of strings over here. I need to put them on because when this stops holding its tune, that means it's time. So we'll get as close as we can. Kicking it off a little C pulse for my tribe. I love everything about you, and I love the way you comb your hair, and I love the way you sashay in the room. Your perfume lingers in the air. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. And I love the way you lick your lips there. You've got fireworks in your head. And I love the way you bring me water. When I'm thirsty in your bed. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. You were surely kissed by angels. Just look at the freckles on your face. You got the devil in your eyes. trace. Well, I love sneaking up behind you, when you're looking in the mirror, the way your eyes lock into mine, dear, without guilt and without fear. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. All right, there's a little Steve Poltz opener for my Wind Down Wednesday Tribe. Good to see you here. Z's here. Good evening. Welcome. And Kels is here. Welcome. Good to see all of you. All right. I like sometimes doing a double shot of Steve Poltz to open up my set, so let's do that. If you look to the east, where the sun never sets, I'll be there at the top of the stairs. You could bet. So just pick up on the phone, all your own. I'll be there when you say your last little prayer. La la la, la la, la la. You hold your head in your hands, and I don't have a way. You climb inside your body and just hang out and stay. And everybody's asking when you're coming back, and I don't have an answer, so I fade out into black. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Well, in I walk so slowly, the broken glass outside, treading oh so cautiously, wondering where you hide. And I got notes tacked on my walls and kisses oh so sweet, and all I do is wonder when again the two shall meet. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Do you hear me talking to you? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up myself. Good morning, I miss waking up with you. 100-dollar phone bill multiplied by 5. You look like a phone to me. Hey, are you still alive? And dirty plates and bottles will decorate my floor. And I got lots of so-called friends just knocking on my door. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Do you hear me talk in the ear? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up myself. Good morning, I miss waking up with you. All right, there's a double shot of my buddy, our friend Steve Poltz, kicking off this Wind Down Wednesday. Kevin calls Happy Hump Day. As I said at the top of the hour, I got in with 5 minutes to spare, so laundry going, fired everything up. No time to think about what I'm playing as usual, so I'm just winging it. If you got something you want to hear, type it in. All caught up on requests. All right, good. Amy says, sounds great. I don't know that one. Hum a few bars. It's an old joke. Hold me close and tell me how you feel. Tell me love is real. Words of love, you whisper something true. Darling, I love Let me hear you say words I long to hear. Darling, when you're near. Words of love, you whisper soft and true. Darling, I love you. Words of love, so true. Oh, a little of the late great Buddy Holly on this Wind Down Wednesday set. Sip 'em if you got 'em. And he says, oh man, my eyes today. I heard the word Amarillo a little earlier. Did you learn that song from one of your... Yes, my friend Faith. Amarillo by Morning, so I only play it when she logs in and says hello. I will play it though, but I was going to play this one first. This one came to mind while I was playing that last one. So I want to do this one first. I always have to remember the opening. So the late great Townes Van Zandt. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Now in the night for long, all the morning's born, and the morning shines with the lights of love. You will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would make my heart in two. Ladies with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Loop and lily green, she's a sight to see, and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Oh, beautiful, intricate, delicate but very intricate. I have not been able to get that. That finger picking pattern is not for amateurs, and I just do a cheap imitation of the original. It's a very complex finger picking pattern, but I get through it. So the late great Townes Van Zandt. Thank you, Kills. Amy says lovely. Oh yeah, so let me see. I always have to think about the opening to this. Okay. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything I got is just what I got I don't play this very often, so. When the Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo, my morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. Lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. I'll be looking for 8 when they close that gate, and I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo is on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I got on. What I ain't got a lot, what I got is mine rich, Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo is where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo is where I'll be. Well, there's a stab at that. That's a rare one. I usually don't play until my friend Faith vlogs in it. She loves her, as she says, or they say, she loves her some George Strait. So there you go. Maybe that's a warm up. She might tune in sometime in the next couple of days. Who knows? Thanks for the request anyway. You're welcome. Well, I didn't hear this today on the way home, but I had the Sirius Elvis channel on, and I did hear some other stuff from movies that he played, so I like this one. I haven't done this in a while. Home is where the heart is, and my heart is anywhere you are. Anywhere you are is home. I don't need a mansion on a hill that overlooks the sea. Anywhere you and me is home. Maybe I'm a rolling stone who won't amount to much, but everything that I hold dear is close enough to touch. For home is where the heart is, and my heart is anywhere you are. Anywhere you are is home. Home, 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 home. Maybe I'm a rolling stone who won't amount to much, but everything I hold dear is close enough to touch. Home is where the heart is, and my heart is anywhere you are. Anywhere you are is home, home, home. think that was from, yeah, it was from Kid Galahad. Amy said, sorry for the unexpected request. Never be sorry. Sounds great. Just heard that name. I always like living on the edge. It made you think of it. So even if it's stuff I haven't played in a while, I'll give it a stab if I can remember it. So that helps me keep a little sharp and stuff too. Let's do one from Blue Hawaii. Same key. I haven't done this one in a while. I'll have to think of the opening. Oh, I'm blanking on the opening. I'm just picking up on the first verse. Oh. Ku'ipo, I love you more today than yesterday. But I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. See the sweet white rose, see it blossom, see it grow. That's the start of our love. Ever since we said hello, Ku'ipo, I love you more today than yesterday. But I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. As the years go passing by, we'll recall our wedding day. I will be there by your side. You will always hear me say, Ku'ipo, I love you more today than yesterday. But I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. Ku'ipo, Ku'ipo, you're my Hawaiian sweetheart. Ku'ipo, Ku'ipo, you're my Hawaiian sweetheart. So I guess we're on to movie show tunes now. That's the way my sets go. And it just occurred to me that those two songs I just sang, the previous one from Kid Galahad and that one from Blue Hawaii, in both movies, different movies, included his co-star Joan Blackman. So she was in both scenes from both of those songs from two different Elvis movies. I just realized that. Amy says, nice. Kills loves that one. Glad you like this. Let's see. Movie show tunes. Oh, yeah. From that Irish independent movie called Once. When is it? Next month? My daughter and I had tickets to see the Swell season. Saw them like 10 years ago. Glenn Hansard and Marquetta, they did the music together, and this was the big song that won the Academy Award that year for Song in a Motion Picture. Well, I don't know you, but I want you all the more for that. And words fall through me and always fool me, and I can't react. And games that never amount to more than they're meant will play themselves out. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You've made it now. Falling slowly, eyes that know me, and I can't go back. And moves that take me and erase me, and I'm painted black. Well, you have suffered enough and warred with yourself. It's time that you won. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You've made it now. Falling slowly, sing your melody, and I'll sing along. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Pay the cost too late. Now you're gone. Oh, all right. That's from that Irish independent movie called Once. My daughter and I will be seeing them, I think, this month in June at the Mesa Arts Center. He says, sounds great. You're welcome, Gene. As always, request before it is requested. A gentle breeze from Hushabye Mountain softly sails over Lullaby Bay. Feels the sails of boats that are waiting to sail your worries away. It isn't far from Hushabye Mountain, and your boat waits down by the quay. The winds of night so softly are sighing, soon they will blow your troubles to sea. So close your eyes on Hushabye Mountain, say goodbye to cares of the day, and watch your boat from Hushabye Mountain. Say goodbye from Lullaby Bay. So close Close your eyes on Hushabye Mountain. Say goodbye to cares of the day and watch your boat from Hushabye Mountain. Say goodbye from Lullaby Bay. Oh, there's a little woo, chitty chitty bang bang. Since I'm on, obviously, movie show tunes, that's where this set quickly took a turn, so I just follow my muse. And she's saying, Capo 6, Phantom of the Opera. I did this, I think, maybe a week or so ago, but I rarely do it, so. I have to think about it. Yeah. Little Minnie Driver song. Child of the wilderness, born into emptiness, learn to belong, learn to find your way in darkness. Who will be there for you to comfort and care for you? Learn to belong, learn to be your one companion. Never dream out in the world. There are arms to hold you. You've always known your heart is on its own. So laugh in your loneliness, child of the wilderness. Learn to belong. Life can be loved, life can be lived alone. Learn to belong. Life can be loved, life can be lived alone. I love that little song. I'm doing good on time. Let's see. I only have to go one fret down. All right. This is Wednesday. So I did this Sunday. Sans lyric sheets, which Amy looked up for me because I didn't think it was Latin, but I didn't know. So it ends up being French, right? Sans meaning no lyric sheets. So the song recommendation. This is also, as it turns out, a movie show tune. So from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which I remember when I was a kid. So we'll try this one with no rehearsal since Sunday. Gene said, awesome. Z said, secure doing, oh man. I got a name. Oh, I know. I have to practice that one. I was thinking of that earlier because I love that. It came out, it was a Jim Croce song. He didn't write it, but he played it. And I saw that movie, Last American Hero, with Jeff Bridges, my first movie I ever saw with Jeff Bridges. And man, I thought he was a great actor. I was 12 or 13. It was at the Bethany Theater, not too far from my house on Bethany and about 23rd Avenue. They renamed it Hard Driver. You can find it for free on YouTube, but it was actually called The Last American Hero, and it's based loosely on a stock car driver named Junior Johnson. And Jim Croce had that song in there. I love that song too. Kells loves that song. I have to practice it. That's one I can't pull up because it's capoed and it's like I've got to go through it, and that would have been a good one. I saw not in the theater, but I saw Django Unchained. I didn't remember it being in there, so thanks for that reminder. Kel says, "Oh wow, that was beautiful. Thank you." All right, Amy. So let's try all right, this was Amy's song recommendation a few weeks ago. Your friends, as always, can hear you outside yourself the way you can. So this is from, Burt Bacharach and Hal David, Bacharach David. Great song. So this was they wrote this song, and this was in Butch Cassidy. I think that came out in '69. I remember seeing it like on TV, not in the theater. I think it was probably a little much for my 9-year-old self. So I remember seeing it later in the theater. So the late B.J. Thomas, so he recorded this. So I did it on last Wednesday or Friday with lyrics. I tried it Sunday. I did it twice because I forgot a line and I got through it. And I haven't rehearsed it since on Sunday. So we'll see how it goes. Raindrops keep falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit, 'cause raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said he didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain from complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. That ending still needs work, but it's done on a trumpet, which I played in 5th grade band. I played trumpet and baritone. But I played guitar before anything else. So I stayed with the guitar all my life. I have played bass. I had to learn how to play bass. I took a lesson from a guy when I recorded not with my album, but the Musicians on Call, the 2 albums that we did, the first one and then the holiday songs. So I'm not a bass player, I just learned how to play it. I also taught myself how to play violin, only to get the notes that I needed on a couple of songs for that album, and also the album version of Amy's Lullaby. So I've played other instruments, but I'm not a violinist and I'm not a bass player. I just learned how to play the notes that I needed, that I heard in my head. So this is my primary instrument. Always has been, always will be. So yeah, that trumpet at the end is great. Very, what did I say the other day, last week when I learned that? I looked up the history of that song, and I thought it was Herb Alpert, but it wasn't. But they were aiming for a Herb Alpert sound, which they got, because it fooled me. I thought it was Herb Alpert. It's another trumpet player I was unaware of. Part of the Wrecking Crew, they said. So, and the tempo speeds up at the end, so I try to get those notes in, but because I like to honor tradition, and play the ending as it was on the album version. Anyway, so there you go. Z says nice. Amy said yes. Oh, Kels gave us some rain clouds. Yeah, you're welcome, Amy. Didn't know that. Yeah, it's. Some of those are hard to replicate. I wanted to end on The Wedding Singer, but I had something else that came to mind. A movie show tune. There's a bunch, but there was something in particular that came to me while I was playing that one. Oh, I just did it recently, but I like this song. I've talked about it a lot. So, from Country Strong, very poignant song for me after that incredible crash that, by the grace of God and Mercedes Engineering, saved my life. So, I like to play this song from that soundtrack that helped me get by my healing. When the stars line up, you catch a good break, and people think you're lucky, but you know it's grace, and it can happen so fast. A little bit late, timing is everything. You know, I've had close calls when it could have been me, and I was young when I learned just how fragile life can be. I lost friends of mine, guess it wasn't my time. Timing is everything. And I could have been a child that God took on, and I would have been one more unfinished song. When it seems the ride's hard to find, that's when one comes along just in time. But I remember that day when our eyes first met. You ran into the building to get out of the rain, 'cause you were soaking wet. And as I held the door, you wanted to know my name. Timing is everything. And I could have been another minute late. You never would have crossed my path that day. When it seems true love's hard to find, that's when love comes along just in time. You can call it fate, the destiny. Sometimes it really seems like it's a mystery. You can be hurt by love, healed by the same. Timing is everything. little bit late. Timing is everything. My friend Steve Flowers, the patriarch of the coffee shop where I used to play live on Friday nights, would say after I finished that song, he'd say, "I believe that's true," and I agree with him. All right, tribe. I'm gonna end on one of my favorite show tunes. This was from The Wedding Singer. I wanna make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry you around when your arthritis is bad. Yeah, all I wanna do is grow old with you. I get your medicine when your tummy aches. Build you a fire if the furnace breaks. It can be so nice growing old with you. I'll miss you, kiss you, give you my coat when you are cold. I need you, feed you, and even let you hold the remote control. So let me do the dishes in our kitchen sink, put you to bed when you've had too much to drink. Yeah, I could be the man who grows old with you. I'll miss you, kiss you, take your shoes off and massage your feet. I need you, feed you. When we play checkers, I'll let you cheat. So let me do the dishes in our kitchen sink, put you to bed when you had too much to drink. Yeah, I could be the one who grows old with you. I wanna grow old with you. Oh, all right, tribe, that'll do it. Perfect song with an extended set of music show tunes. Perfect song to end on for this Wind Down Wednesday. Amy says, thanks, you're welcome, Gene. You're welcome, Gene. You have a great evening, too. Thanks, Bruce, another great set. You're welcome. I need to, Kelsey also loves, I Got a Name. I need to relearn that. I think it's capoed on the 3rd fret. I can't remember. It's one of those, I have my, what I call my best friends. There's like 6 Jim Croce songs I've been playing forever. And that one is like an outlier. I'll play it once in a while, but I need to relearn that one. But let's say I'll do that by Friday. So if you tune in on Friday for Fiesta Friday, I will play I Got a Name. It won't take long to relearn it. It's just one of those ones I can't. Some of those I can pull out. That's one I've got to run through it. A little bit for the lyrics, mostly the guitar piece. So I will challenge accepted. My own challenge to myself. Oh man, my eyes today. Amy says, great songs. You're welcome. Kelsey said, yes. Yeah, Jim, that's your favorite Jim Croce song? Yeah. Yeah. Mine's Have to Say I Love You. That song, I think I don't know. I can't even remember. No, it's too low. I think it's D. Like the pine trees lining the winding road, I've got a name, I've got a name. Like the singing bird and the croaking toad, I've got a name, I've got a name. See, that's why I got to rehearse it. But I thought I'd at least carry with me and I sing it loud. If it gets me nowhere, it'll give me pride. Rolling down the highway, moving down the highway, moving I've got a song like the memories cry. I've got a song. I've got a song, and I carry it with me and I sing it aloud. Oh, that's the second verse, because the first one that I skipped was like my daddy did, but I'm living the dream that he kept it. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving at so life won't pass me by. And I'm gonna go there free, like the fool I am, and I'll always be. I've got a dream, I've got a dream. They can change their minds, but they can't change me. I've got a dream, I've got a dream. Oh, I know I can share it if you want me to. If you're going my way, if you're going my way, I'll go with you. Moving me down the highway, moving me down the highway, moving and so life won't pass me by. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving and so life won't pass me by. All right, you know, I'm not a quitter, so I was sitting there just going, all right, at least give it a shot. So I think I got about 3/4 of that. There you go, completely unscripted, unrehearsed. As a songwriter, you can hear stuff in your head and pull it out, and at the same time, while the lyrics are coming, you can remember how the chord changes come. I don't say it's a gift, it's just like, well, in the words of that saxophone player in Eddie and the Cruisers 2, where Eddie Wilson is standing there and he's burning all these new songs, and nobody knows he's Eddie Wilson, and the sax player says, I knew it was you from the moment you started playing. He goes, the way a man plays, he says, the way a man plays, he was born with it. And I guess I was. So I'm not Jim Croce, but you can just hear stuff, chord progressions, what should come next, figuring it out on the fly. So that's the best I could do without playing it. But at least I think I gave you about 3/4 of it. So I'll learn the rest of it. Some of it was chord changes and some of it's lyrics anyway. Z says, we'll be in Dallas for Dallas. Oh man, another Comic-Con on Friday? Cool, tune in. Amy says, wow, loved it. You're welcome, Kels. I kept thinking it was Capo 3, and it was. I was going to go to C, but I was like, nah, it's too low. I think it's in D. So it is. So I'll polish it up by Friday. At a moment there. The way a man plays, he's born with it. So some people have lead guitar gifts. I was okay, not great, but that's why I love the James Taylor, but especially Jim Croce stuff. All that classical flamenco when I was 9 gave me access to these. And that allows for all that finger picking stuff. I don't even think about it. It just comes natural. So Amy says, yes, you have a true gift. Well, thank you. I'm trying to share it here 3 times a week with all of you. And as always, no matter how large or small, it's an esteemed group of tribes members. So thank you for checking in, always, for making these nights, they probably mean more to me. I know you enjoy them, but I think I probably get more out of them than anybody. So it's nice to be able to have an audience to share the gifts. So and a challenge here and there, like Oh, how about Amarillo by morning? Oh, I haven't done that in a while. All right, challenge accepted. And what about I got a name? Yeah, I'll learn that by Friday, but let me just pull out what I can right now. So I actually got more out of it than I thought, which means going over it in the next couple of days won't be too much of a challenge. So I'll be able to polish it up. So I'll have a better version by Friday. So as always, namaste. The divinity in me honors and acknowledges the divinity in you. Thank you so much for keeping yourselves healthy. Keep those immune systems bolstered up. I know Amy is, as she's recovering from that virus and doing everything she can. And we're doing everything we can here in the Sonoran Desert to stay healthy as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Kevin Calls Happy Hump Day and our Wind Down Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of it. I will be back on Friday. Same bat time and channel, 7 p.m. Mountain. And so have a great rest of your day, sliding into your Friday, and we'll see you next time.